Hi guys, so I'm back again with another video, and this time it's a Lush haul again. I'm not sure how many I've done now on my channel, but I think this is about the third or the fourth. But this one is definitely the biggest out of them all. This is a pretty big one, especially for me. I don't usually just go in and just buy everything. I usually do some research or just pick up some favourites. This time, because they had a lot of new stock and I picked up quite a few bits and bobs I usually wouldn't have gone for. The first things I picked up was some body washes. I just picked up a small size of Rose and Jam, a medium size of Lord of Misrule, and then a medium one of Snow Fairy. If you know me at all, you'll know that I am obsessed with Snow Fairy. I buy it every year. I always go for the medium or the large one, but I was like, no, I'm going to buy a lot, so I'm just going to buy the medium. And if you've never tried Snow Fairy before, it's a really sweet scent. To me, it reminds me exactly of like bubblegum and Christmas. To me, it's Lush at Christmas time. Rose Jam is just... I can't really describe Rose Jam too well, but I do love this scent. It reminds me of Snow Fairy, but less sweet. Like, basically, if you're not into too sweet scents, I definitely recommend trying out Rose Jam, because it's a better kind of... how to explain? If you don't like sweet scents too often, try Rose Jam. If you really like sweet ones, try Snow Fairy. And they're both part of the Christmas range. Lord of Misrule, I believe, is part of their Halloween range. And this one is just bright green. And it smells quite... it's hard to explain, but to me it smells quite spicy. Like spicy and herbally, but it smells really good. I don't really know what's inside this bag. I've kind of forgotten everything, so I've been saving it all for this video. Next is the 5 gold rings bubble bar. When I first saw this in Lush, like, I missed it. I was in the queue and it caught my eye, so I ran out and grabbed it. It took a while to get off the little thing, but it's just this. As you can see, it's just 5 little rings, gold of course, just on a little bit of string, and they're a bubble bar. I'm assuming you can get quite a lot of uses out of this, because obviously there's 5 bits on it. I'm assuming you can get about 5 baths. To me this smells not too Christmassy, but it reminds me of like orange zest and stuff. Like, it's definitely more of a citrusy one, and it's really glittery, so you're going to get glitter everywhere. Next is the Big Bang Bubble Bar. Which is, the Big Bang Bubble Bar just looks like this. It's blue with a little, I think it's 2 pink stars in the middle. I thought it was just 1, but it looks more like it's 2 but close up, with a few dots. And this is a bit glittery as well. I find all of Lush's Christmas range to be very like glittery and sparkly. Like, I'm not complaining because I love that, but I know some people get a bit put off. The scent of this is really citrusy, like proper full on. It's really nice though. Got a feeling most of the stuff I picked up today are mainly bubble bars. Next up is the Peep in Santa, which is also a bubble bar. There's definitely going to be basically just bubble bars in here, but it's okay. I remember the Peep in Santa. I think he was around last year and I really liked him. It's just like this. It reminds me a bit of an ice cream sandwich, or a very big and out of shape macaron, because obviously it's just red on the bottom and red on the top with a little hat and a little Santa eyes peeking out with little black dots. I think he is very cute and I love him. Like, I loved him last year. If I'm remembering right, it was him last year. Otherwise it's something very similar. But this one just smells, smells really sweet, and I got a few glitter bits in again. As I said, like most of the Christmas stuff does tend to be glittery, but it's just a sweet smell and scent. Next is the Magic of Christmas reusable bubble bar. If this is what I remember by the name, it's the one on a stick. Okay, mine broke. Great. But this is just it. This top snapped off, is just in the bag. But it's just a star with some clothes and star anise in it. and it's very orange and very, very glittery and gold at the same time. And it just has a little bell on it that goes a bit dingly-ding. And I think there's a cinnamon stickers on. It looks like it is and it feels like it, so I'm assuming it is. But this just smells like Christmas all in one. Like, I kind of want to eat it. It reminds me of going to the Christmas markets, getting some mulled wine and just go to the orange bit. But with a reusable one, basically just run under the tap and run in the bath a bit, and then obviously you reuse it and stuff. That one was a bit more expensive. I think it was about £5 odd, £6. But I'm not going to complain because obviously I bought it. But I do remember it was the last one as well, and I felt like I was fighting this little kid for it. So I'm happy I won. Next is Candy Mountain, which is a bubble bar. And I've just realised everything I've shown has been a bubble bar. So I'm not even too sure if I bought any bath bombs. But I think everyone knows what Candy Mountain is. It's a favourite and it smells just like Snow Fairy. It's just obviously a little pink and white mountain. It is really sweet smelling, and the scent does remind me a lot of just Christmas, and it just makes me really happy. Every year I do buy about 2, 3, maybe even more, like Candy Mountains, and then I just store them up. Next is Shoot for the Stars Bath Bomb. So I have actually bought a bath bomb. Just took me a while to find it. Shoot for the Stars is one they did have last year, and I did love it. I bought it near enough every week. It's just quite a big bath bomb, just with blue and yellow and white going through, and obviously this shooting star on top. And this one is more of a spicier scent. It does remind me of, obviously all of these remind me of Christmas because they are Christmas scents, but I can't quite describe it. But this one's really nice because it's not too sweet and it is really relaxing. Like, it is more of a spicy one, which I do like. Next up is the Bar Humbug Bubble Bar. And the Bar Humbug just looks like this. When I first picked this up, I wasn't too sure whether or not it was actually part of the Christmas range or if it's just a new one or one I've missed. It reminds me quite a lot of, I can't think. There we go. The Comforter. It reminds me of like a small version of the Comforter and a purple one. I do think they sell a purple version of the Comforter. It's called something else and smells different, obviously. But I just thought it was a smaller one of that, covered in like gold and silver glitter bits. But this smells, to me this just smells more of a traditional bath product from Lush. It smells quite a lot like licorice. I do think if I sniffed this before I bought it, I wouldn't have maybe bought it, because I'm not too fond of the scent of licorice or the taste. So I'm not too sure, but I quite like it. It's really thick, but I don't think I could get that many baths out of it. So next up is the Holly Go Lightly Bubble Bar, which I know they did actually have last year because I did buy it and use it quite a lot. And it did make about 4 or 5 baths for me, but obviously it varies with each one, because it is this very big bubble bar, which is just completely smothered in silver glitter, and it's green with obviously the holly on it. Mine was the only one left in store with a little bit of red on. Everyone else's was completely gone, because usually they do have a bit more red, but you just crumble this up and obviously make a really nice bubble bath. This one smells a lot like cinnamon, so if you don't like cinnamon at all or like that kind of scent, I don't recommend buying it. But if you're like me and you're obsessed with the scent and the taste, buy it. Like, just sniffing it makes me really hungry straight away. Like, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to properly see, but that is what I've ended up like. Like, I've ended up this glittery. Finally, I'm on to my last product, and it's the Sparkly Pumpkin Bubble Bar. This one is obviously a Halloween, not a Christmas range. This was around last year. It was a favourite of mine, simply because I love pumpkins, I love anything sparkly, so it was a win-win. It just looks like this. It's just a completely covered in gold glitter with a little pumpkin bit sticking at the top pumpkin, obviously. This smells cinnamony-ish and orangey. I'm not quite sure how to put it. Like, it's not a sweet scent, but it's not too spicy, if that, you get what I mean? It's like a quite a good in-between. And all of these glitter flicks, I'm not sure if you can see them, but they're going everywhere. This is one that does cover you head to toe in glitter when you go out. Like, I am covered in glitter. Not that I'm complaining because I love it, and I'm having a bath tonight anyway, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to use first. But yeah, I can't wait. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!